Good morning, beautiful people. I hope you're having a great morning. Today, I want to talk to you guys about training your mind. A lot of us think that our mind is who we are, and I'm here to challenge that, get you to think a little bit more as your mind being like a hammer. It's a tool. Now, there's some people that can build amazing things with a hammer, and there's people that can hurt themselves with a hammer, right? So, it's all about the being that is using the hammer. And our mind is the same way. We can either become the master of our mind or we can become the slaves of our mind. Because our minds are basically like a computer system, right? And they not only do they send out energy, but they take in energy. So by you taking in energy all the time and thinking that every energy you take in is you, then you're gonna feel very all over the place. Like things just don't make sense some days they do, some days they don't. So instead of doing that, it's much more effective to tell your mind what it is that you want it to use. Just like you tell your computer program, I want to go on Google, I want to search for this, I want to search for that. Imagine if your computer had a mind of its own and it would just put stuff on the screen for you to look at. It wouldn't be effective, and you probably wouldn't always enjoy the stuff that it puts on the screen. So instead of letting our mind just go rampant, the Buddhists have a term for this called the monkey mind. When your mind is all divided all over the place, instead of making your mind be your master, why don't we start training our mind? Why don't we start putting in the programs in our mind that are going to benefit us? Hello, Belinda. Buenos dias. It's way more effective when we can train our mind, when we can put things in our mind that are going to help us instead of hinder us. I'll give you an example. For the last month, I've been going to the gym every day, waking up every day. And we all know that the gym is tough. There's always that point where you feel pain, you don't want to do it no more. It's like, why can't I just go eat a nice slice of pizza and forget all about this? I have those thoughts all the time, right? But those are the most important moments when that little voice, where that processor voice, that computer turns on and tries to convince you that, hey, you really don't have to do this. Just, lower the resistance, or you don't have to do 30 minutes. You can do 20 minutes today. Nobody's going to know. It's those moments where you get to choose whether your mind is your master or if you're the slave. Sorry. It's those moments where you get to choose whether your mind is the master or if you're the master. So what I've been doing is when I have those moments of, lower the resistance, it's too hard, I raise the resistance. When I have the moments of, these weights are getting really heavy, let me put them down, I do another rep. This is training my mind that although that voice is telling me not to do something, I'm doing it anyway. And by doing that, it becomes more effective. My mind becomes more in tune with what I'm doing. And by becoming more in tune, then when harder things happen, that voice that is always negating isn't so powerful. It starts to wane down. And what's even cooler is another voice starts to come up, a still small voice, a voice of empowerment, a voice of God, I guess you could call it. The voice that encourages you, the voice that tells you, you got this, you're limitless, you're great, nothing can stop you. Do it, and you're going to see how amazing you are. Keep at it, keep being persistent. And that's when you start becoming the master of your mind, because that's the voice that we came into this world with as kids, that playful, always looking for a challenge, always looking to better yourself voice that came with us by the maker. Somewhere down the line, we listen to the cynical people, the people that hate, the people that judge, and they reprogrammed us almost like a virus entering your computer. They reprogrammed us into thinking that we must think that way too, that we must be skeptical, that we must always have buts and excuses and reasons why we can't do things. All this does is it bogs down your processing power. It bogs down your ability to create. because just like a computer, you can create so many things with so many programs. You are an organic computer. You can create so many things with your intellect, with your heart, with your passion. But if you're infected with viruses, with doubts, with fears, with anxieties, then just like on a computer, when there's too many programs running, you can't go on and do as much as you were able to before all those programs, all those viruses were infected in your computer. So it's more beneficial for you to work on getting that stuff out. Yes, I do believe in the law of attraction. And to me, the law of attraction is whatever you radiate out is what you get back. Cause and effect. I mean, even science has the law of cause and effect. And it's not so much what you tell yourself that you need to do. It's more about what your energy is telling the world that you are. Because a lot of people, they'll just keep repeating, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy. But if every time you're repeating, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy, you're thinking about how broke you are, then you're not going to be wealthy by doing that. But if you can find a way around that and maybe not think about your wealth and money, but think about your wealth and family and friends, then that's gonna overflow into other wealths in your life, money and prosperity and that kind of thing. So that's why I think a lot of people have a hard time with the law of attraction, is they think it's just what you speak, but it's more about what you're vibrating, what you're emanating from your soul, what you're feeling. Feelings are so important, and people don't realize that how you feel is paving the way to how your day is going to go. Hey, Hope. Hey, Sherry. So I hope that answers your question. The law of attraction, The Secret, of course, everybody's heard of The Secret. Great book. Abraham Hicks dives even deeper into the law of attraction. She talks about your emotional guidance system and how, as you vibrate to higher levels of emotions, you can just create more effectively. Just like emotional intelligence, instead of IQ, it's emotional intelligence that can really help you see things from a more pure state. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. Much love, and till next time, peace.